Everybody people, Anthony and Daniel, listen. I know IBF title important to you. Tell it my present to you on September 21. Guys, слава Богу за все, слава Україні.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So, let's talk about the new championship fight that's going to happen with Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. In my last video, I spoke about whether it would make more sense for AJ to fight Triple D or Big Bang Zhang. And to be honest, Big Bang is a fighter that no one really wants to touch because he's dangerous and you're not going to get anything out of it. But let's just touch the main points right now. So, number one, today I saw the video about Alexander Usyk giving up the IBF championship belt and laying it on the line and being like, okay, now Triple D and AJ, since it's important to you guys are going to fight for it. So I guess either his appeal with the IBF or maybe he thought it wasn't worth its time for him to keep the IBF belt. I think that that's dumb. Obviously, Usyk is the best and I think he should still be undisputed. But let's just pretend that he's given up the belt to be nice, like he said in the clip. Okay, so now I watched the press conference with Daniel Dubois and AJ. I feel like AJ seems very calm, very sneakily confident. And I've already said I think he's going to beat Daniel Dubois. I don't think Daniel Dubois' experience is quite high enough yet to beat AJ. And those shots that he was walking into, that he was getting hit with from Hrgovic in the first 3 rounds, if those are AJ punches, they hit a lot harder than what Hrgovic's punches are going to hit. So I definitely feel like he will be KO'd if he walks into that many shots of AJ's. So that's the first thing. But here's the other thing. Since the belt was given up, I feel like it should have been given up and laid on the line, and it basically should have been that AJ, whoever wins the AJ and Dubois fight, should be the champ. Right now, AJ is considered the challenger and Daniel Dubois is considered the champ. And they asked Daniel Dubois this in the press conference, and he basically said that really he wants to be the champ when he wins in the ring and he can hold up the belt. Because think about it, this belt was basically just gifted to him by Usyk giving the belt up. Didn't really seem like he has actually earned it in the midst of a battle. So I understand that. But the problem is, even if AJ beats him and becomes 3-time world champ, technically Daniel Dubois is still going to be considered a former world champion. And I think that that is a little bit silly. I've never agreed with belts just being handed to the next person up. I've always thought the person who is considered the #1 challenger and the person that's considered the #2 challenger for that particular belt, whether it's the WBC or the IBF or the WBA, that particular person, those two should have to fight, and whoever wins the fight, then they're considered the champion. Not just give it to the next person, because it's not going to feel legit. And I think when I was watching the press conference, you could definitely tell that Daniel Dubois didn't necessarily feel deep in his soul like he was the champion yet. But I already said I was biased. I already said that I wanted Daniel Dubois versus AJ. I wanted an all-English showdown at Wembley Stadium. Wembley! At the stadium. I wanted it there. Let AJ become 3-time world champion. It's perfect storm. That way, even if Tyson Fury wins the rematch against Alexander Usyk, he will not be undisputed unless he fights the winner of AJ and Daniel Dubois. So he will not be undisputed when they do the rematch, which is wonderful because Tyson already claimed that he doesn't care about Undisputed, which I think is absolute bollocks. Of course he cares about Undisputed. So I'm excited for this fight. It's supposed to be in September. I will be watching it and giving my comments as usual. Let me know if you guys are excited. You prefer Daniel Dubois, or do you still think it should have been Big Bang Zhang? Let me know if you're American. I know all the English people are going to say it should be Dubois, but for you Americans and anybody else that's not from England, let me know if you think Zhang should have got the nod. Do you agree with Daniel Dubois just being gifted that ugly red and gold belt? It's not as pretty as the WBC belt. It's not as prestigious. Let's just keep it real. Anyway, that's my opinion. That's my comments. Like, you comment, you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.